joining us now on the phone from Boston, which has seen its own share of Occupy protests, is none other than Bill O'Reilly. Okay, Bill, well, the president had an opportunity to address what happened yesterday, that one police officer stabbed in the leg, and did not.
Right. First of all, I'm up here doing some work for Fox News because it's a big cable convention in Boston, so I'm sorry I can't be on tonight. But I've been following this very closely, and the president should be answering your question. Do you still support the Occupy Wall Street movement? Because in the beginning he did. So now, and we'll get to this in a moment, when he's asked about the protesters, he gives an answer that doesn't say one way or the other whether he approves of this kind of thing. Now, for tomorrow, Tuesday night's Factor, Laura, we are investigating where the money is coming from to fund these demonstrations. They are, and I'm going to give everybody a bit of a hint on what we're doing. There is a group in Washington, all right, that is allied with the SEIU labor union. The group is the Institute for Policy Studies. These two people, these two entities, I should say, have taken space in Washington, and they seem to be running protests all over the United States. And we want to know who's behind them, where the money is coming from, because these people showed up in Washington dressed in black. They all knew where to go. They all knew what to do. It was very well coordinated. And on a personal note, on Friday, I went to see a play called Jesus Christ Superstar on Broadway. I had 3 kids with me. When I left the theater, I was confronted by an Occupy Wall Street guy who was very obnoxious, came within inches of my face. I told him there were children present. He didn't care, actually chased the car down the street. Now, that wasn't an accident. Somebody had seen me going in or in the theater, had texted the Occupy people who dispatched this guy to chase me down. Now, this is what's happening across the country, and I think people should know about it.
Well, ironic that you're a Jesus Christ Superstar, and they didn't have a sense of tolerance about this.
It's the same thing that what happened in Washington to me. He wanted me to attack him. It was obvious what he was doing. And the driver of the car that I was in even tried to get in. This guy was out of control. But what I'm trying to say is not just about me. This Occupy Wall Street movement is now very coordinated, and they are terrorists. They are trying to create trouble. That's what terrorists do. They're not on the par of Al-Qaeda, but they are trying to create trouble, manufacture and contrive trouble.
Bill, imagine if this were some type of Tea Party protest and
it'd be ridiculous. It'd be ridiculous.
A cop ended up being stabbed in the leg, and we had a group called Black Bloc, which is screaming "dead cops." Well, I mean, that was part of this protest. Black Bloc, they dress in black.
We're going to find out where the money's coming from. We want people to know it's organized. We want people to know it's dangerous, and we want to know what President Obama thinks about it. And, you know, the president, what I noticed today in his press conference, Laura, is that he no longer answers any questions. What he does is, there was a question today, what about if the Taliban come back in Afghanistan after NATO leaves? What is the plan? He didn't answer the question at all. All he does is reiterate the problem of the situation in 6 or 7 minutes. That's how long he takes. All right? And then he goes on to the next question. He never answers the question. Here's my question, Laura. What do you, Mr. Obama, think of the Occupy movement? Do you support it as you did in the beginning? Yes or no? That's what I want to know.
Well, for the life of me, I don't understand why any of these reporters who are in Chicago, knowing what happened outside the Boeing offices where employees couldn't even go to work today. I mean, they have families to feed. They couldn't even today because of the threats against Boeing. And this Occupy movement is calling this a big victory, Bill, and they're planning, by the way, to go to Charlotte to the Democrats' convention.
Trouble. At both conventions, they're going to cause trouble. And what it is now is getting more and more organized. It's now in the hands of very powerful people. Money is coming in. They use high-tech, Twitter, and all of this stuff to coordinate among their leadership, get everybody out dressed in black with face masks, all right? And the media sits by and doesn't do anything about it. Well, we're going to change that tomorrow.
All right, I can't wait to watch. Bill, thanks so much. Good luck up there.
Okay, Laura, thank you.